Imagine a vast, sparkling sea stretching as far as the eye can see, its surface shimmering under the golden hues of sunrise and sunset. Beneath its surface lie not just marine life, but a treasure trove of oil and gas reserves waiting to be tapped. These resources are crucial for the energy needs of many nations. This is the South China Sea, a vital waterway for global trade. Every year, trillions of dollars worth of goods pass through these waters, making it one of the busiest maritime routes in the world. But this sea is troubled. Beneath its calm exterior, there are undercurrents of tension and conflict. It's caught in a complex web of overlapping claims and historical disputes. Multiple countries, including China, the Philippines, Vietnam, Malaysia, and Brunei, have laid claim to parts of this sea. At the heart of the tension are China and the Philippines. Their conflicting claims have led to numerous diplomatic and military standoffs. They are locked in a battle for control of this strategically important region. The disputed islands and reefs are not just barren rocks. They hold significant strategic and economic value. China claims almost the entire South China Sea as its own. It has been building artificial islands and military bases to strengthen its presence. It uses a controversial 9-dash line to mark this claim. This line, which appears on Chinese maps, extends far beyond its internationally recognized borders. This line cuts deep into the exclusive economic zones of several Southeast Asian countries. These zones are crucial for their economic survival, providing access to fishing grounds and underwater resources. The Philippines is one of them. Filipino fishermen often find themselves in dangerous waters, facing harassment and threats from Chinese vessels. This dispute is about more than just lines on a map. It's about national pride, economic interests, and regional dominance. It's about sovereignty, resources, and the balance of power in the region. The outcome of this dispute will shape the future of Southeast Asia and beyond, influencing global trade, security, and diplomacy for years to come. China has become increasingly assertive in the South China Sea. It has built artificial islands on reefs, transforming them into military outposts. This has raised alarms in the Philippines and beyond. China's actions are seen as a direct challenge to the regional order. They raise concerns about China's ultimate intentions. The Philippines has witnessed firsthand China's growing presence. Chinese Coast Guard vessels regularly patrol areas claimed by the Philippines. They harass Filipino fishermen and disrupt their livelihoods. China's message is clear. It seeks to dominate the South China Sea, even if it means using intimidation and force. The Philippines is standing firm against China's pressure. It refuses to be bullied into giving up its sovereign rights. The Philippines has turned to international law to defend its claims. It scored a major victory in 2016. An international tribunal in The Hague invalidated China's expansive 9-dash line claim. Despite the ruling, China has refused to recognize the tribunal's decision. This has only strengthened the Philippines' resolve. It continues to raise its voice against China's actions. The Philippines is also bolstering its military capabilities. It is modernizing its navy and strengthening its alliances. Philippine Defense Secretary Guibo Teodoro has been vocal in his criticism of China's actions. He has called China's behavior irresponsible and a threat to regional peace. His statements reflect the growing frustration within the Philippines. They also signal a determination to stand up to China's pressure. In recent months, the Philippines has seen a surge in Chinese activity near its shores. This has prompted the Philippines to file diplomatic protests. It has also led to increased military cooperation with allies like the United States and Australia. The message is clear: the Philippines will not back down. Section 5 Australia stands with the Philippines, a vital partnership. Australia shares the Philippines' concerns about China's behavior in the South China Sea. Both countries are strong proponents of a rules-based international order. They believe in the importance of freedom of navigation and overflight. Australia has shown its support for the Philippines in tangible ways. Australia has conducted joint patrols with the Philippines in the South China Sea. It has also provided the Philippines with military aid and training. This partnership is not just about shared interests, it is about shared values. Both countries believe in a peaceful and prosperous Indo-Pacific region. They are committed to working together to achieve this goal. Section 6. The stakes are high strategic and economic importance. The South China Sea is one of the world's busiest shipping lanes, serving as a crucial maritime corridor for international trade. Trillions of dollars in goods, including oil, electronics, and consumer products, pass through its waters every year, making it a lifeline for global commerce. This immense volume of trade underscores the South China Sea's vital importance to the global economy, as any disruption could have far-reaching consequences. Control over this region would give China a strategic advantage, potentially allowing it to exert significant influence over international trade routes. This prospect worries many countries, including the United States, which conducts regular naval patrols to ensure freedom of navigation and to counterbalance China's growing presence. Beyond trade, the South China Sea is also a vital source of fish, providing food and employment for millions of people in Southeast Asian countries. However, overfishing and environmental degradation threaten this valuable resource, leading to declining fish stocks and damaged marine ecosystems. China's disregard for international fishing regulations only exacerbates the problem, as its fishing fleets often operate in disputed waters, leading to tensions with neighboring countries. The livelihoods of millions of people are at stake, as many coastal communities depend heavily on fishing for their sustenance and economic well-being. The ecological balance of the region is also under threat, with coral reefs and marine life facing significant risks from pollution, climate change, and destructive fishing practices. Addressing these challenges requires international cooperation and effective enforcement of environmental and maritime laws to ensure the sustainability of this critical region for future generations. Protecting the South China Sea is not just about preserving economic interests, but also about safeguarding the rich biodiversity and natural heritage that it harbors. As global leaders continue to navigate the complex geopolitical landscape, the strategic and economic importance of the South China Sea remains a focal point of international diplomacy and environmental stewardship. Section 7. Geopolitical chessboard, the bigger picture. The South China Sea dispute is not just a regional issue, it is a flashpoint that has the potential to reshape the global balance of power. It is a key battleground in the broader geopolitical rivalry between the United States and China. Both nations are vying for dominance, not just in the South China Sea, but across the entire Asia-Pacific region. The U.S. sees China's actions in the region as a direct challenge to its own influence. China's construction of artificial islands and military installations is viewed as an attempt to assert control over vital sea lanes. In response, the U.S. has increased its military presence in the region. This includes regular patrols and freedom of navigation operations to challenge China's territorial claims. The U.S. has also strengthened its alliances with countries like the Philippines, which has its own territorial disputes with China, Japan, and Australia. These alliances are crucial for maintaining a balance of power in the region. This has created a complex web of alliances and partnerships. Countries like Vietnam and Malaysia are also involved, each with their own interests and claims. It has also raised the stakes in the South China Sea dispute. The presence of multiple military forces in close proximity increases the risk of accidental clashes. The risk of miscalculation and escalation is real. A single incident could spiral into a larger conflict, drawing in multiple nations. The actions of both the US and China will have far-reaching consequences. Diplomatic efforts are ongoing, but the path to a peaceful resolution remains uncertain. The world watches closely, aware that the outcome of this dispute will shape the future of international relations in the 21st century. Section 8. The uncertain future challenges and opportunities. The future of the South China Sea remains uncertain. China shows no signs of backing down from its claims. The Philippines and other Southeast Asian countries are determined to defend their rights. This situation presents both challenges and opportunities. The challenge lies in managing tensions and preventing conflict. The opportunity lies in finding a peaceful and lasting solution. This will require dialogue, compromise, and a commitment to international law. It will also require countries to put aside their differences and work together for the common good. Section 9. A call for peace and cooperation, the way forward. The The South China Sea should be a sea of peace and cooperation, not conflict. It is in everyone's interest to find a peaceful solution to the disputes. This will require all parties to abide by international law. It will also require them to respect the sovereignty of all nations. The international community has a role to play in promoting dialogue and diplomacy. It can also help to build trust and understanding between the countries involved. The future of the South China Sea depends on the choices we make today. Let us choose peace, cooperation, and a shared commitment to a rules-based international order. Don't miss out on future explorations and discoveries. Hit subscribe and ring the bell to stay updated with our new content. Your journey of wonder continues with every video. Stay connected and engaged on social media. Continue the conversation, follow us. Thank you for being a part of the Have You Ever Wondered community. Keep wondering, keep discovering. Until next time.